Well, hello there. Happy Sunday to each and every one of you, and welcome to Point of View, the new variety show on a Sunday where you, the live viewing audience, get to decide the topics of choice here. We're talking anything pop culture, anything that you're into, movies, television, music, sports, professional wrestling. If you want to talk about it, this is the place to do it. Have your voice heard in the live chat there, because that's what we're all about. We're about allowing you to be heard here on Point of View. Well, I'm also going to be doing some video gaming as well, too. My name is Bobby Munson, if you didn't know so already. And again, there is my ticker down below. That's the different places that you can check me out. We are broadcasting right now live on our local establishment's Twitch channel and YouTube channel, and at the same time, simultaneously with the Twitch channel for myself personally, _Bobby Munson. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe to all of those channels, and that is the ticker down below for everything our local establishment. And boom, just like that, it's one of my video bros in the house. It's one of my best friends in the entire world right there, Mr. Basser. Hey, buddy, got the chains. Fuck yeah, dude. Oh, man, I should stop dropping F-bombs live on stream, but oh, that makes me happy. What a glorious day. That's awesome. Sun is shining. The chains are in. We're sitting down to have some fun on a Sunday. How are you doing, brother? Good to see you. Really happy you're able to join in on Point of View. What have you been up to this weekend, sir? And as we're going now to the streaming gameplay of Starfield, I'm about to come up to a structure. Jade, did you want to get in on this? You want to sit down and hang out? Okay, little kitty. You sit down and hang out. All right. Going back to the comment section here, and it's my brother from my other mother. It's Joshua Joseph, the voice. How goes it, bro, Bobby? It goes real good, brother. How are you doing? Happy Sunday to you. How has the weekend been? Hope life is good. Thank you for joining me here on Point of View this Sunday. As I'm about to go take a look at the structure coming up, I'm hoping there's going to be some baddies to wall up inside there. Got my nice badass rifle loaded, ready to go. Ready to go take care of some business. It's my mission as a free star ranger of the Starfield Galaxy solar system planetarium, something or other. But either way, we're going to shoot something today. I guarantee you that. Anyway, topics of choice, everybody. If you're in the chat, again, this is the show where you can control the narrative. What are you into? Music, movies, television, professional wrestling. What are the topics of choice? Let's chat any of those. Let me know in the comment section what you want to talk about here on this wonderful, beautiful, sunny Sunday afternoon. Getting so close to Christmas, and it's weird living in Saskatchewan. I'll tell you that much. When you go outside and there isn't a bit of snow on the ground at the moment. We've seen glimpses of snow, but we have yet to truly get a full-on snowfall that has stuck around. It could be, oh, shoot, as I'm getting grenaded here right off the hop already. I think we're going to pay the price here in Saskatchewan for it. Like, it's unseasonably warm at the moment, but just like last year on Christmas Eve, we're going to encounter some sort of like really ridiculous winter storm that's going to end up flowing through and causing a whole lot of chaos there on Christmas Day. Christmas Day was a nightmare of epic proportions last year because of the snowstorm that ended up landing here in the province. I know Basser can attest to that, just how ugly that got there. Oh, it's a survivalist. What's yours? Yeah, what's this guy talking about? Oh, yours. Oh, you think, do you? You think that you have to just hold down this whole fort, huh? I'm not here to cause trouble, I guess. Do you now? Oh, didn't you? I will investigate. I think this guy's going to end up being in trouble, but I can't be the one to fire the first shot. I have to be polite as a Freestar Ranger. Oh, JJ, hold on, my brother. Sorry, Bob, you got hit with 7 ads, and after you responded to my message, they assaulted me with things I don't want. Oh, sorry, Bob. Yeah, ads can be a pain in the butt for sure, JJ. But I was saying, happy Sunday to you, and just hope everything's doing well. What have you been up to this weekend? And what's good in the world there, brother JJ? As I'm fumbling through some Starfield today. A lot of good stuff in here. Dude's just disappeared all of a sudden. Watch alongs and bong hits. Sounds like a super weekend right there, my man. Friday, I had my Christmas party at work that the wife and I went to, and then we kind of just had our own little day together yesterday. Going to be here on stream for a little while here this morning, and of course, always recording my new advent calendar unboxing with the different horror characters each day as we're counting down the days till Christmas. What's everybody's holiday plans? What are you celebrating this holiday season? What are your plans for the holiday season as well? Let me know in the comment section. Well, what do you hope Santa brings you? Also, what are your least favorite holiday songs? That's a good topic. least favorite holiday songs. Which are the ones that really just grind your gears to a point where you're like, bah humbug, I hate this holiday? Bass are saying, stick around town, Christmas around home. Not expecting a lot from the man in red. No, I tell the man in red to keep it for the kids, but I do enjoy sticking around, having a drink, having some holiday fun, that kind of thing. Drummer Boy, any addition? All right, well, we won't sing any Little Drummer Boy here on the show to annoy our good brother JJ. Kids will be spoiled though. Kids are supposed to be spoiled. That's what it's all about. Hey, it's a kids holiday. Have fun with the little ones. Wife and I will probably do like our a little dinner that we do together here at the house on Christmas Eve, then go and visit family on Christmas Day itself. And outside of that, just it'll be some time off in general for the both of us. Some shutdown time with work, so that'll be nice to take a little bit of a break. Okay, I know there was another structure around here. It's not that, is it? Not quite. I don't even know if there's like even entrance points at these types of areas. Like it's like a big ass ladder there, but you can't climb those ladders. And on a planet like this where you don't have like super leaping abilities, I don't think there's really any way up there. Not that I think that there's anything up there anyway. Even if you might be able to get up there. There's usually nothing on top of those things. You no way into them. It kind of like defeats the purpose. Mostly right now, I've just been grinding for experience and for credits to try to soup up my ships so that I can go on space explorations and attack. JJ saying he's hoping for his Korn ADIDAS edition of shoes. So tell that fat red liar to make it happen. I know people, claws. Yeah, Santa, listen up, man. From one brother to another, make sure that brother JJ is getting his Korn ADIDAS shoes for Christmas. Hurry him up, big boy. Let's get those. Get down JJ's chimney there. Make sure his family gets lots of gifts and he gets those Korn ADIDAS shoes. Trust me, JJ. The fat man and I we're like this. It's all those years of me telling him, don't worry about me. I'm good. So it's like he shares the love when I ask him to. As long as I have my own, my own decent share of Christmas tree greens for the holidays, we're all good. Oh shit! What is this thing? Harrowing Gekken Grazer. Okay, well, they don't want to attack. Perfect. I won't kill that thing. Its life shall be spared. All right, we got another structure coming up. Likely some baddies in there, possibly. And is that where the ship landed? Maybe, maybe not. There was a ship that landed before we went live. Sometimes they come and go, though. If you don't get to them right away, then you're kind of SOL. So did anyone check out NXT Deadline here this weekend? Let me know your thoughts. I haven't watched it quite yet, but I did check out the NXT review there that was hosted by Ol'Ed Ed Fries, the Natural Astro Pizarro, and of course the very special guest, Jose on Air, Mr. Jose Gonzalez, who's absolutely fantastic. Love listening to that guy. I love listening to that whole crew. They do a wonderful job. And really, when I miss NXT, it's okay because I've got that as my backup plan. And if I catch NXT, hey, I'm still set because I love watching the show. They do a great job. So check that out on replay here on Twitch. I'm sure those uploads will be coming out on the YouTube side very, very soon as well, too. I just want to say thank you to Jose for joining the team here both Friday and Saturday on the channel. Really appreciate you coming in and helping out. And, of course, everyone check out Jose on air. Check out his channel over on YouTube. Check him out on social media and follow along. Great person with a lot of great things to say. Also want to give a shout out to our good friends over at Get to Tables. Check out Get to Tables over on Twitch side. Threw a raid over our way this weekend. And just want to say a big thank you to the love and support that we get continued from the team over at Get the Tables. So thank you for that. Wishing you guys all the best. All right, up the stairs we go. Let's get the gun out. Somehow I feel there's going to be a problem up here. Sometimes there's only one way to problem solve in this world. That's to shoot somebody in the face. The Dick Cheney way. Aha. Med back? Nope. Amp. Amp. All right. Up the stairs. Are we going to have a problem here? Oh, nobody here. What the hell? What is it, Christmas Day? Everybody's got the day off. Where's all the workers? What are we paying you guys for? Man, this thing is, how many stairs is this? And then just goes right back outside? Well, that seems redundant. What the hell? You have to walk up like 2 flights of stairs to get to your damn keyboard to go work at your workstation? Only to just come out here for what? Nothing out here. Bunch of CO2 tanks that'll explode if I get in a gunfight. What is this, a supercomputer? What do we got? Log me in. Nope, can't even use it. What the hell? Oh, I came up here for some Boom Cola. I need to brand some sort of cola called Boom Cola. Boom Cola from Bobby Munson. It's got a ring to it. Well, this seemed like a gigantic waste of time. Here I am promising that we're going to get to shoot some baddies here today. And I'm just letting people down with a lack of violence. A real lack of violence. Oh, all these stairs. Good thing there's a soda machine on the first floor. I agree, JJ. We want destruction or we ride. I agree. Come on. You know, sometimes in this game, it's very tempting to forget that I am a Freestar Ranger and that I didn't choose the path of a dirty old criminal. Because every once in a while, when I haven't shot someone in a bit, the bloodlust kicks in. And then I'm tempted to shoot somebody innocent just to start a fight. And then I remind myself, no, you haven't put this many hours into the damn game, Bob, to go and screw it up like that. Aha, ship landed right there. Now we might have some interesting stuff to do, unless it's good people in the ship. But if it's people I don't care about, guess who's getting a new ship? All right, here we go. I'm gonna maybe go introduce this crew to my boomstick. And yes, I hope that anybody watching got the reference. Boomstick reference. If you don't get the boomstick reference, I don't know. It's just a dude fixing his ship. You poor bugger. All right. Well, we'll leave him alone. He seems like a reasonable dude. Wouldn't be very Ranger-like of me to go and shoot him now, would it? I am going to steal his pharmaceuticals, though. It didn't give me a little red warning saying that I would get in trouble for stealing his stuff, so consider it stolen. Why is there no more structures? That was it for structures? How disappointing. What the hell is this? What do we got over here, my friends? A whole lot of nothing? Whole lot of nothing? Well, I guess we're going to go check out some sites. I'm going to go sightseeing on this adventure. Maybe I should just find somewhere where I can sell some of my crap. Yeah. Yo, cat, what are you talking about? You want to be on screen? You, the shy one? Come on. Come here. Come here, kitty. There we go. There we go, Mr. Camera Shy. Oh, I'm carrying too much shit for fast travel. Of course I am. Why wouldn't I? And I can't run too far on this planet, which makes it extra sucky. What, you gonna lay down, buddy? Gonna actually lay down? Or do you want to go sit with your sister? For those who haven't noticed, this cat here, Cosmo, he's our blue Lynx Point Siamese cat. A lot of attitude on this one. Lots of attitude. But he knows he's cute. There you go. Go sit with your sister, pal. Run for a bit and stop. Trying to get back to my ship so we can go to a different planet. But would be nice to find some sort of civilian post so I could like offload some of my material that I picked up. Earn some extra credits, get towards being able to soup up a ship enough, because the problem is that I've ticked off a lot of the baddies, lots of them. So they're all flying around the different systems right now. And every time I try to leave one of the systems without jumping to the nearest one, I get mauled by several enemy ships. Time for a little bit of water here this morning. There we go. It clears the old throat. Are there any new games that anybody's really looking forward to this holiday season or heading into early 2024? Anything that's on the upcoming soon list that you're looking forward to? Or better yet, did anybody check out the video game awards for the other night? I think it's really cool that they allow co-streaming of the game awards through Twitch. So if you happen to be a Twitch channel and you want to co-stream the awards, you can do that. A shout out to our good friend Mike the Ref, who was doing that over on his channel. Check him out over on Twitch. He had co-streamed it there where he was reacting on screen while the awards were happening. Very, very cool that they allow for that. And it makes for a good show. I really enjoyed what I saw. Caught it at the tail end there because, of course, up until that point, it was, I was doing Ring Respect Radio to watch along there for MLW's One Shot prior to that. JJ is saying he's looking forward to Fallout the show. Nice. When does that one come out, Josh? I haven't really played the Fallout games, but definitely interested to possibly try it out. We'll have to see. I'm still really just so stuck on this game that it's hard to get past it. April? Okay. So at least kind of first quarter-ish, or right, maybe it's start of the second quarter 2024 then. I'm kind of curious to see what comes out this year anyway, but still, again, loving Starfield. Hey, you two, no fighting. No Royal Rumbles over there when there's no camera. Hey. All right, just about back at the ship now here. Oh, that's a cave. Yeah, caves suck in this game. Unless I have to, I don't usually go to the caves anymore. Usually full of nothing. Yeah, I'm going to be trying to get some videos put out here very shortly. I know I've been doing the daily advent calendar unboxings, but I also want to get some, I've got some cool ideas for some videos here on the channel. Some top 10s, things like that. That's generally what I'm thinking anyway. I want to know, just off the top of your heads, viewing audience, can you let me know your, say, top few or what are kind of in your contenders for the top few? Let's start with top few movies of the year. What really did it for you on the side of film? I will say we watched a new movie this weekend. Leave the World Behind. It stars Julia Roberts, Ethan Hawke, and Mahershala Ali. That was a very interesting post-apocalyptic thriller film that just came out on Netflix. Just watched it last night. Really enjoyed that one. Not that it's in my top 3 of the year by any means. Just definitely saying it's worth a look. But there is a lot of cool movies this year. A lot of nostalgia this year that paid off really well. As I was mentioned last weekend on Point of View here, that just finished watching last weekend, It's a Wonderful Knife, which is kind of a horror movie version of It's a Wonderful Life. But yeah, in a slasher form. Very interesting movie that we're going to be doing a review of on Killer Cuts coming up. So you can be looking forward to that with myself and the Natural Astro Pizarro. MLW One Shot. Let's talk about MLW One Shot for a bit while we're waiting for some more people to come up with some topics here for us. So MLW One Shot was on Thursday night. The watch along happened. Had some technical difficulties. My internet and computer were being a little bit uncooperative, so kind of missed out. Haven't gone back to watch yet the Maki Ito match there with Janai Kai. Definitely going to have to check that out again still. Heard it was great. Every other match on the card, excellent. Like, what a solid show, especially it was a Thursday night show. Kept it within 2 hours, 6 matchups, 2 of which were featherweight division matchups. Like, everything clicked with MLW One Shot. And then the reveal. Holy shit, the reveal. Like, as if it wasn't enough that we got that swerve by Alexander Hammerstone just a couple of weeks prior to this. Now, all of a sudden, at the end of the night, the lights go out, the champ's in the ring, and who appears but Richard Holliday, most marketable Richard Holliday, back in MLW, but signs on the dotted line with Mr. St. Laurent and the World Titan Federation, providing him a championship matchup at Kings of Colosseum against our boy there, the suplex assassin, Alex Kane. Man, I'm torn on this one because I'm happy to see Richard Holliday back. Really always wanted to see Richard Holliday excel to the heights he deserves. But I don't want it to be at the expense of Alex Kane at the same time. But, oh, shit, man, this match is going to be good. I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be great. I believe that is January 6th, 2024. That'll be the first demo. Well, I think the first MLW live event back. They've got a Christmas Eve event that is happening as well, too. Some sort of Christmas Eve. Maybe it's some tapings that happened or something along those lines. I don't know for sure, but either way, it's going to be fantastic. There, got to kill something at least. Yeah, those things are harmless. All right. My ship should be around here somewhere. For anybody who's tuning in right now, I also want to let you know that this Thursday night, be joining in for a new edition of Ring Respect Radio with myself and Papa Smokes as we're bringing you WTF Do We Know About Wrestling Pub Trivia Night Part 6, I believe, the 6th edition. The rules are changing slightly. We are going to be making some adjustments to the playing rules as there has been some conversation about maybe some foul play among some of the players that have participated in terms of people using Google a little too much. And there was proof provided, especially that Google had been used in recent times by a few people. So just to let you all know, we will be doing our best to write questions that will be hard to Google, being that they'll be a little bit more original. Yes, of course, doing a deep dive on Google might help, but the other catch is everybody's only going to get exactly 60 seconds. I will be having a timer up on the screen counting down the time so that there's no real shenanigans there. If answers aren't locked in within those 60 seconds, then you won't be qualified for that answer. And then from there, it will be basically everybody will have one challenge allowed, or no, one repeat allowed is the first one. So you'll only be allowed to ask me to repeat the question once during your playing time. And then there will also be a rule of being able to challenge a question, but only once per player. And hello to Barry. Hello, as he's saying hello to everyone. Barry Monkey, how are you doing on this Sunday? Be Sunday evening for yourself. And certainly not you, just those arseholes that beat me. Yes, Barry, I definitely don't believe that there's any shenanigans being called on you. And I'm not going to say that if there's any one person in particular or multiple that were part of this or whatever, but there was some proof provided to me that there could have been some potential Googling being done. I kind of suspected Googling being done. It's kind of hard to stop that being done, but I am going to do my absolute best to put an end to possibility of Google answers being the easiest way to do it. We're going to try our best to make it a little bit more, not strict, but strict enough that we're kind of legitimately getting what we want out of the show. So yeah, that's going to be this coming Thursday night for anybody checking that out. And the new rules will be in effect. So we're hoping that by doing so, we will be able to properly, assess and make sure that we're doing this correctly and being fair by everybody. All right. Star map. Where are we going, Star map? Huh. What's this little place? Well, let's try it out. We haven't been to this science outpost. Barry mentioning you do some quizzes on Twitter. I know some cheat using their AI robots. I won't say it out loud because I got one sitting right around the corner from me, and I really don't want it to start answering me during the stream. But no, that's I'm glad that you're honest with it, Barry. I know that people can choose not to be if they want. That's just how it goes. It's unfortunate, but yeah, we will do our best to try to legitimize it a little bit better and be fair across the board for everybody. Because it's all in fun. That's the one thing that bugs me the most. I don't want to see people intentionally Googling something that's in good fun. Is all it is. It's in good fun. There's no actual prizes, nothing like that. You're not sending the winner $10,000. As cool as it would be to be able to afford that, but the reality of it is it's all in good fun, and that's what I want for everybody. So yeah. JJ, wait, we got cheaters. Okay, Bobby, I'm starting a riot in America. Be your way in a month, brother. It's again, I don't want to say cheating. It's just Googling. A lot of people do it. It's the way of the world these days. But again, in doing so, I want to try to do my best there to, even the playing field a little bit. And that's what we're going to test out this Thursday with, a few new rules in place and see how it goes from there. Oh, we can do long jumps in this planet. Long jumps can be accomplished. Apparently running still tires me out real fast. Kind of like in the real world. So I believe Impact Wrestling had a show last night, if I'm not mistaken. Barry, did you check that out? Being the big Impact fan you are, if you did, let me know. How was it? What were the big takeaways? I only cheat on my one hitter with my ball. That's not cheating, man. That's just sharing the love. Spread that love around. The bongs and the one hitters will understand. Yes, just like lies, cheating does make little baby Jesus cry. I agree with you there, Barry. He needs a nap. You mean you're going to give him a go to sleep? GTS all around for the one who died on the cross. All right, running. Don't run out of breath now. Oh, gotta stop there. Gotta stop there. Yeah, I haven't checked out either NXT or the Impact show from last night. I'm going to have to try to do that today. Part of my relaxing Sunday. Might have to intake some wrestling. And of course, Ring of Honor. We've got the final battle this Friday. Yeah, Athena, I believe, defending her title against the young up-and-comer Billy Starks. So that'll be an interesting matchup. Nonetheless, Barry, here we go. I'm going to go to this here. Watch the first half of the Impact special. Trent Seven turned up and announced as two-time former WWE Tag Team Champion. Nice. They never mentioned that it was NXT UK. Why not? I mean, essentially, it is a WWE Championship, so use it. Drop those names. I mean, why not? That and Impact technically just signed, or TNA signed a deal with Endeavor for the streaming platform version. They've taken away from YouTube, I hear. And then it's going to be with an Endeavor streaming package. So I guess there's some sort of a working relationship in place there for name dropping the dub. Oh, there's definitely baddies on this planet. Red Radar just came up. Oh, turret. Shit. Multiple turrets. Damn it. I'll get to you in just a moment here, Barry, just in the middle of a bit of a fight. So fight time is when I gotta get back to you. I can't see anything because I'm not breathing properly. Gotta hide, gotta rest, gotta hide, gotta rest. And while I do that, going over to Barry's comments here quick. Ooh, still getting blasted from something. Hold on. I'll watch it on YouTube. If it goes off that, I'm no longer watching. Oh, you don't want to give Endeavor Sports and the WWE your money in order to watch your Impact Wrestling moving forward? No. Yeah, I get it. WWE makes it tough to want to support them sometimes. Well, I got to say, with a ton of stuff that people could be watching on a Sunday, I'm really happy to know that people take the time out to hang out with me here on stream and spend your Sundays here. Does mean a lot. And I will say that here on the channel, there is plans for a Ring of Honor review show for Friday there. So be staying tuned to that, working out the details of who's going to be on there and taking the reins of it all. But do check out the channel and follow along, because we do anticipate having a Ring of Honor review show here on the channel that night. Oh, jeez. Right down here, And while you're down, insult to injury. Oh, right in the back. Ooh, that one had credits on him. Geez, point blank, I'm useless at shooting, apparently. Oh, my. Got him. Oh, legendary item in that one. Trauma pack. Eat some of these. What we got here? So the specific thing I'm looking for in particular right now, that because apparently by taking that item I just did to do better damage, made my person addicted to stimulants. No, I don't have one to prevent addiction or stop addiction. So. Industrial workbench. Let's see what we can do. All right, that's about all we can do on that one. Moving on. They're falling right there. All right, now that we've walloped some baddies. Oh, shit. Did not mean to do that. Science Outpost that way. Well, that's where we're heading then. Let's stop here for a quick moment. All right, if anybody has any topics they want to talk about here, remember to do so in the chat. Be happy to do that for you. Talk anything that you want, pop culture related. All right, just changing a couple of settings here quickly, you guys, just to get the stream info out there properly. Doing so both on Ol'Ed's channel as well as my personal channel, _Bobby Munson here on the Twitch side. There we go. Now, some of my fellow Twitchers will know that Starfield is being played. Hopefully we can get some more friends joining us up in the house here. As we head on back to the gameplay side of things. All right, we're getting closer and closer to that science outpost. Sure there'll be some fun and damage to do there. So Barry, seeing as you're here with me right now, if you're still in the chat, let me know, have you ever watched MLW, taken a chance on them, or Any reason that you've avoided MLW to this point in time? I'm just curious because I know, like, being a personal fan, so is Papa Smokes, like to kind of ask, and we always like to spread the word of MLW. They do have a Christmas Eve special coming out this time, not on Fight TV Plus, actually just on the YouTube side, and of course on TV on BN Sports. So those will be available at no charge to anybody to be able to check that out on Christmas Eve. And then, of course, for those of us who have Fight TV Plus, there will be January the 6th. It's going to be MLW Presents Kings of Colosseum. Kings of Colosseum, where we will see that title fight between most marketable Richard Holliday as he's going up against the champ, the Beaumaye Fight Club leader, the suplex assassin, friend of the channel, Alex Kane. All right, Science Outpost. Been scanned. Okay, that's good. Their footsteps. But I don't know if they're friendly footsteps or enemy footsteps. So far, it would appear there's not much here. Unless I can get up to that big, tall building. Robot, huh? He's not a hostile robot. He told me not to interfere with his task. Yes, Mr. Robot. I will do as you command until you open fire on me and I have to shoot you. Oh. All right. I can sell some shit. Well, this person doesn't have very much money. Sell at least 3 of those. You got multiples of the same weapon in here too as the other catch. Yeah, see, now they don't have money to buy any of my stuff. Couldn't sell too much that time. Oh well. And let's go exploring. There's vast amounts of wasteland on this moon so far. And I should go back to the ship. I can go to another part of the planet. It's just easier to go to the ship first and drive. Because I can't drive 55. All right, back to some running. All right, let's keep this train rolling. Oh yeah, what was back this way? Oh, that's a cave. Boo. Boo caves. All right, made it back to the ship. Large ship, but I don't have it beefed up enough to go start fighting too many things yet. I'll earn my place yet. Oh, what? There's an enemy ship up here just waiting for me to leave the planet? Boo. Like multiple of them just waiting. Oh my god. Yeah, I did. One down. But the other one's like a level 10. That's the part that hurts. Oh, multiple of them. That didn't work out too well. Oh, hello. Melball Collins is up in the house. How are you doing this morning, Melball? Anybody who missed it, Melball and I were doing the MLW one-shot watch-along for Ring Respect Radio on Thursday. A lot of wonderful moments, not only in the wonderful on-screen action that we saw, but also in our reactions and conversation that we had. How are you doing this morning, Mel? All right, where did this send me back to now? Back up to here. Okay, well, apparently I can't leave the planet now at the moment without getting shot. That stinks. All right, we're back in this. Heads back in the game. We got this. All right, that's that Science Outpost of nothing there. Mel saying, I am doing well, just getting ready for the gym. I'm going to try to get some shoulder boulders going. Yeah, that's right. Get strong, working out. That's awesome. A lot of people wait until the end of the holiday season to start that journey, but it's a good thing that you've been on that journey for a long time. What's that way? That's the cave, I bet. Yeah, Booerns to the cave. I wonder how I'm going to know when it's okay for me to leave the planet now. You get 3 days of freedom during the season, and got to stay dedicated. Yeah, I got to be a little bit more strict. Had some fall off the wagon times, and it's time to get back to those regular workout sessions. It's well overdue. Sometimes you just need to get your head back in the game, though, and that's what I got to do. I got to get my head back in the game, get back to getting strong. Getting strong and taking care and being healthy. Andre C is a big motivation, guys. Kelly, I have seen some of those workout videos of Andre killing it with Rich King. They're fantastic. Anybody who's in the Edmonton, Alberta area, first of all, reach out to Rich King, RK Athletics 1. Wonderful, great dude. Not only a professional wrestler, but also a personal trainer. And of course, he's been training that Canada dude, Andre C, Melball's partner in crime there for Andre and Melball's Wrestling Talk. And Andre has been killing it, looking fantastic. Loving it. Yeah, he is a great motivation, and I love seeing that. It just seems like Andre, the smile on that man's face gets bigger and bigger every day as he continues to work hard and get strong himself as well, too. So, great work by Andre, and as always, great work by Rich King. So definitely reach out to Rich King if you're looking for a personal trainer in the Edmonton, Alberta area. Oh, I hear a ship landing somewhere. Where be it? Where be it? Is it that way? Did they land at the cave? Holy shit, that's a bright light. I'm going to go towards the cave anyway, I think, maybe. Or what's this way again? Oh yeah, that's that Science Outpost where the person doesn't have much money to buy stuff from me. Okay. He's dropped so many shirt sizes. So proud of him. That's phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. That's great. And I continue to watch and hope that Andre continues that great battle. And you can imagine this time next year, Andre's going to be coming out here just absolutely shredded. He's going to be able to throw up the gun show. Fantastic work by that Canada dude. And what a great guy as well too. So make sure everybody follow his fitness journey, and also check out Andre Melball's Wrestling Talk. Check out Marvel Talk. Andre, a part of that here with Ol'Ed Ed Fries here at our local establishment. Anytime that there's any new drops from anything in the Marvel universe, not just the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but the television shows or any spin-offs that happen within Sony's realm of it as well too. We've got Andre and Ol'Ed giving you all the deets when it comes to Marvel conversation. And, I was fortunate enough to get to share the screen with them around this time last year for Marvel Talk. We were covering the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special here on the channel. And yeah, it was awesome. Loved sharing the screen with those two guys. They do wonderful work. They know Marvel inside out. And I'm like an outsider looking in when it comes to my Marvel knowledge. I'll watch all the Marvel stuff. I've seen most of all the Marvel stuff. Can't say I've watched every television show all the way through just yet, but any of the movies, I'm caught up on all the movies. And I definitely check out my Marvel Talk as well too. All right, getting close to the cave. I'm curious, like, is that bright light coming from the galaxy sun, or is there something about this weird cave coming up? Well, you know what, fans? As I journey my way to the cave, we're just going to take a quick little pause right there because, again, I'm not the only person on this channel. We've got a lot of great content creators on this channel. You've seen Melball in the comments section here. Melball does great work here for the channel, both on and off screen, as well as the other great contributors that we have where, too. It's like one big happy family full of wonderful, hardworking human beings. And I want to let you know all the wonderful things that we've got coming up here at our local establishment this week. OLE Podcasts brings you the following calendar. Check it out. You've got me hypnotized. Push me out of myself. You've got me hypnotized. Whoa. I can see, I can hear, going crazy by the light. It's got me hypnotized. You've got me hypnotized. Yeah, and there we got it. That's what we got coming up on tap this week from our local establishment. But yes, in addition to that, of course, you can check out the daily releases I've got coming out for you with the Advent Calendar unboxing, the horror movie Advent Calendar unboxing, as well as probably some new video ideas coming up from the different contributors here. Some guest spots. Again, we saw Jose on air, Jose Gonzalez joining Ed and Astrid this weekend, Friday and Saturday, for the NXT Deadline previews and reviews. Loved it. Jose, just a wonderful, great person. Love any of the work that he's done here on the channel, and as well as his personal work as well too. So go and check out anything from Jose Gonzalez, good friend of the channel. Location discovered of this cave. And where was that bright light? Oh, it is just the sun. All right, then. And nothing but deserted wasteland for ages. Okay. Well, learned our lesson there. All right, let's check something out here quickly. Here we go. Into the science outpost now. It's the one we discovered before I decided to go up in the air and get shot down. Can you save in this one? Yes, that's the cool part. So I'm here right here. I can just hit start, double start, quick save, and I've got my spots certified there. So it is a nice feature of this game because this game is so godly in depth and there's so much to it. Like I've checked the stats and I'm nearing if you totaled all my time played, it's nearing 3 full days of gameplay, and I'm not a big game player. Like if I was on every single day for multiple hours a day, it would even be more than that. But I'm only level 25. I barely scratched the surface. I can hardly get out of the system that I'm in right now because, again, as a Freestar Ranger, I have gone and helped out too many good people and ticked off too many of the enemies right now. So, yeah. Skyrim taught me save often, yes, and it is a Bethesda game. So the creators of Skyrim are the ones who have created Starfield here. This is basically Skyrim in space. And yes, save consistently all the time. It does pick up on saves on its own every once in a while, but you do have to let it know to do the quick saves as much as possible. Is there space dragons? I haven't encountered a space dragon. There's a lot of different space monsters throughout this thing so far. I wouldn't be shocked if there was a space dragon at some point because there's been kind of like I encountered a planet full of like pterodactyl like creatures. There's been ones with like giant weird alien like dog monsters and stuff like that. It's strange. Every once in a while, you come across some very unique enemies, not just human enemies, but alien enemies as well, too, throughout this entire thing. And you can go to all the different planets and their moons and everything like that. Even if it doesn't have a specific, like, here's a science outpost, you can, if there's land there, you can go land and search the planet, and you will discover things every once in a while, too. So it's really cool how involved this game is. I'm surprised it wasn't. I don't know. I'm curious what other people think of it. Like, I love the shit out of this game, but it wasn't one of the more talked about ones. Like, watching Mike the Ref stream the other night with the Video Game Awards, I really didn't see any nominations or love for this particular game, which I was shocked about. I thought with all the buzz around it, it'd be more thing. It sounds like a combination of Skyrim and Mass Effect. That is a beautiful, perfect way of putting it, actually. Yeah, it's awesome. I love it. And the fact of the matter is, it was part of the Game Pass system. So all I had to do is be subscribed on Xbox Game Pass in order to get a copy of this and be able to play it. It's one thing I absolutely love about Game Pass. I don't have to invest in games. So if I'm, if I get into one and I don't end up liking it, well, at least on the plus side, I can, I don't have to keep it. So. But this has been my go-to for a while now. I had not stopped playing this game in quite some time. What do we want to sell? Yeah, I don't want that mag shot. That does me nothing. Get rid of the knives. Get rid of a couple of Equinoxes and a Grendel. And now this person has no money to buy more stuff from me, so now we're going to leave. All right. I was saying I enjoy these open world style games. When you're stressed, you just go take out some frustrations. LOL, I started Skyrim again this week just to bow and arrow people in the face. Yeah, I love when I'm a good guy in this game. So I can't just go around shooting anyone. But I'm intentionally trying to find areas like, abandoned science outpost. There's a very good chance somebody will be there that wants to fight with me, and then you just go and reason with them. The old Ash style from Evil Dead with the introduction of my boomstick. Astrid, how are you doing? Hey, good morning. Thanks for joining in. I am doing wonderful. How are you on this beautiful Sunday afternoon at this point, I believe, for yourself? Still Sunday morning here over on my side of the fence. But how were the shows this weekend? I know I got to check out last night's stream, and I still got to check out Fridays as well too. But I know yourself, Ed, awesome as always, and Jose, fantastic. I love Jose. He's great. Glad that he's able to be part of this. His name is Bobby, and he loves to fight. That's right. That is darn right. And just as you start talking about Bobby, we got Bobby Stats up in the house joining us. Bobby Petito, Bobby Stats, how are you doing on this wonderful Sunday? Glad to see you here. Astrid, overall, great. Awesome. Love hearing that. And I know that you mentioned a raid came in from our good friends at Get the Tables. So Get the Tables, big shout out to them and the continued support that they do for the creators here at our local establishment. So make sure that you're following along with them as well too on all their platforms. And yeah. So what's everybody's plan for this Sunday? What do you got going on Sunday here today? Is Sunday a relax day? Is it a work day? Is it a movie day? Maybe it's a wrestling day. Maybe people got some wrestling to catch up on. Bobby saying he's doing good. Awesome, Bobby. I'm very happy to hear that. I'm still riding that high wave from MLW's one shot on Thursday. It's interested in checking out both Deadline and the Impact Wrestling show that took place as well too. Kind of see what went down there, because those sound like they were both interesting shows. Ring of Honor Final Battle coming up this Friday. Astrid, I believe that the intent right now is to have something here on the channel for the after show, the review show. So I've got that on the calendar this week as well too. Reading, working on promo stuff for the week, cleaning. Yeah, again, I got plethora of house chores coming up here today. That's what Sundays are about for sure. And then taking some time to brighten up the channel, fix up the channel. I've been working on the back end of it here for us, getting some more of the tags in, starting to put in some high-res pictures on the YouTube side. Been doing a bit of a channel audit there using vidIQ's programming, trying to do what we can to boost this and share it with as many people around the world as we can. As Melball saying, I'm having a friend over in the afternoon to have a smoke before recording a chop talk about the awesome local show we saw on Friday. Friday, was it RCW or was that a different one that you checked out there, Mel? Let me know. Bobby saying, your thoughts on Richard Holliday being back in MLW and going after Alex Kane's title. As I was saying earlier in the show, I am torn in so many ways, Bobby, and I'll let you know why. I love Richard Holliday. I want nothing but the best for Richard Holliday. I'm glad he's back in MLW. And yeah, I mean, I can't say enough great things about him. My only problem is that for him to succeed and win that championship, it's got to be at the expense of my man, the suplex assassin, the leader of the Beaumont Fight Club, Alex Kane. And I just, I'm torn because Richard Holliday, awesome. Want you to succeed. Glad you're back. But Alex Kane is on a whole different level right now here in 2023 and rolling into 2024. It's going to be very, very interesting. Like having him back in MLW. I do too. I don't know how long this is going to be for, what the plan is. Championship shot, obviously. Are they going to keep rolling with Alex Kane as the man at the top, or could we be looking down the barrel of a gun and seeing Richard Holliday successful and becoming the new MLW World Heavyweight Champion? We're going to have to find out on January the 6th, I believe, at Kings of Colosseum. Can't wait for that event. Should be awesome off the back of MLW's One Shot. And of course, they announced the Christmas Eve show that's coming out as well, too. Kind of curious to see what they have planned here for everybody in terms of a Christmas Eve-like event. But the surprise factor of it all and the reveal was great. I heard the Holiday hid in a production truck the entire time until it was his cue to go out. So everything was left very secret. So once again, MLW doing great to do that. Maybe watching Final Resolution today or tomorrow. Awesome. That's fantastic. We definitely, I think I put it on the calendar. Maybe Wednesday or something like that, Astrid. Reach out to me. We should look at doing the Killer Cuts episode there for It's a Wonderful Knife, so we can get that out this week. If you have some time this week, that would be fantastic. And now, my friend, have a great stream. Thank you, Mel, for joining in as always. Have fun at the gym, get strong, get healthy, and we will talk to you soon. Have a wonderful Sunday. And heading back to the ship here, and Bobby saying that, hold on, get that comment up on the screen for you, Bobby. I'm interested to see other matches that could happen for MLW King of Colosseum on January the 6th. Bobby, who do you think we're going to see at Kings of Colosseum? Give me a couple of match predictions that you're thinking for the show there. I really do believe that Cardona is going to be locked into something with Brother 3, a.k.a. Mance Warner. I believe that's the direction that they're going to go on that side of the fence. I don't know when it comes to the MLW Featherweight Championship, what direction they might go for Janai Kai. Is it going to be Tiara James's time, or will we see Tiara James locked up somewhere else? We'll have to wait and see. Oh, did we go to the wrong place? Yeah, whatever. But either way, yeah, I'm going to be excited to do that. Hopefully Papa Smokes will be able to join on this one, again, with other friends of the channel here, too, as it's always open seat for anybody in OLE to join these watch-alongs, and hopefully we won't have the same technical difficulties that we did this last time. But we will be doing another tailgate watch-along party, and hopefully Papa Smokes will be readily available this time around, because we always miss having Papa Smokes on channel. But Papa Smokes will be joining us. Shoot, this again. Bob Spokes will be joining us here on the channel for Ring Respect Radio again this Thursday night, as always. And of course, we're going to be doing our WTF Do We Know About Wrestling Pub Trivia Night Part 6 this Thursday. Some new rules being put into place. Bobby, as soon as I am out of this fight here that I've got, I will get to your question. I'm going down. Yeah, I was not ready. I need to jump systems again, if I can, without getting shot down. I bet I can't land right now. Yeah, thought so. Can't land while in combat, which means I have to jump systems in order to survive this. Yeah, why not? I haven't been over here for a while. Can we make it? Oh, I got shot down before it happened. Okay. I'll get to your question or comment here, Bobby. I'm thinking Zeta, Steel, or Rebecca could be the next for Janai Kai at MLW Kings of Colosseum for the MLW Featherweight Championship. I am hoping Becca's return comes soon enough, because the more they keep her off TV with them, the more trouble they're going to have with keeping that momentum that she had going. So hopefully that's going to happen soon. Would love to see Becca back in the picture. So that would be great. Becca and Janai Kai. If Becca were to get that championship matchup, Bobby, against Janai Kai, who do you got? Would you take Janai Kai on that one still, or do you really feel that it's Becca's time, Becca's world, Becca's title? All right, this time I'm going to jump systems here before this even starts. And Bobby saying, I'd like to see Josh Bishop and Tom Lawler as a tag team go after the second gear crew. That would be an interesting matchup for sure. You could do that. Bobby, what are your thoughts on Alexander Hammerstone now saying that his current contract will be up officially as of January 1st and will be a free agent? Are we ready to find out what free agent Alexander Hammerstone does? Are we going to start speculating as to where he's going to go, what he's going to do, or do we feel like we might get roped into another swerve here if we all start speculating Hammerstone's next move? An abandoned hangar on a planet with water. Yes, we want to travel here. Most likely life forms. Whenever there's water on a planet in Starfield, you can guarantee there's likely to be life forms of some kind within that area. So we'll see. Damn it. More ship enemies. That one's a 25. I have no chance of surviving that fight. I gotta grab jump again. Bobby, I have not watched NXT Deadline just yet. I will admit to that. unfortunately, but I plan to. I plan to watch that today, along with, like Ash would say, in Final Resolution. I'm very interested in, so curious to see how those two events panned out. So lots of wrestling to check out here on this Sunday. We'll probably do that while doing some of the house chores, because Sunday, not just fun day. It's also adults take care of business day as well too. I do, so of course I do Sunday fun day with all of you here though during the day. So we now heading down to this planet finally. Ooh, what was that noise? So we have an immediate structure right there. Lots of business around here, obviously. Well, whatever I'm standing on, apparently my suit's not equipped to handle it very well. Bobby's in. I watched it. It was surprising that CM Punk was at NXT Deadline. I think he mentioned that on SmackDown though too, because he said that he was there to hear out Nick Aldis, and then he said that he had taken a phone call from HBK himself, and maybe he would consider NXT. I mean, he's they're gonna milk the popularity of CM Punk a little bit here. Obviously, clearly, despite there being a lot of people that don't like CM Punk, he's still one of the most talked about sports entertainers out there at the moment. So again, his presence on any of those shows are going to generate interest. And I know that him being on NXT Deadline last night got people talking. And then, of course, he will be on Monday to hear out Adam Pearce, of course. Are we all going to pretty much say it that we're more or less thinking that CM Punk's going Monday Night Raw? Definitely some enemies here. They heard me cutting these pins. Cora Jade is back. Nice. And then was it last on Tuesday that Nikita came back? I know Ed was pretty happy to see Nikita back there in NXT. Who would I like to see wrestle at PPW? Again, for anybody who might be tuning in for the first time here on YouTube or Twitch, either live or on replay, Bobby referring to PPW, that's Prairie Pro Wrestling, where I am a video producer as well as a commentator, along with my video bro, Mr. Papa Smokes there. Every Saturday, we release new Prairie Pro Wrestling matches on our YouTube channel. You can check that out over at Prairie Pro Wrestling. So a shout out on the show here to Prairie Pro Wrestling. Who would I like to see that's out on the indie market right now wrestle in Prairie Pro Wrestling? I mean, again, if money and travel aren't an issue, of course, like any member of the Beaumaye Fight Club, we'll take Alex Kane, Mr. Thomas, O'Shea Edwards, Faye Jackson, Jay Bougie, of course, any of them. I'd be happy to see all of them there in Prairie Pro Wrestling, of course. I'd like to see Jay Bougie, Alex Kane, and Richard Holliday. Yeah, and again, Richard Holliday could come on over. Anyone, Jacob Fatu, Alex Hammerstone, you name it, we'd be happy. But again, it all comes down to availability of personal travel and stuff like that. It is really hard to, as an independent company in a smaller market, to link some of these things up. It'd be nice if we could a little bit more often, but we make do. It was an honor to have Amir Jordan with us, and again, his matchup with us is going to be coming out, I believe, early in the new year. So stay tuned for that coming up. Oh, I'm being shot at and I can't see where from. Ed, hop on in, my friend.
Hello.
Oh. How are you?
I've ruined the stream. We can no longer see the gameplay. Hold
on. We can fix these situations. It's just a matter of.
I broke it all. There we go.
See, we got this.
No, I thought you were starting at 12:30, so I got ready around 12:30ish. I'm like, oh, I'll just pop in a few minutes late. All of a sudden, I woke up and I looked, and I'm like, oh, Bobby's been live for over an hour now. Well,
yeah, I decided to do the 11 a.m. 11 Eastern situation. That way, if I decide to run overtime, I can run plenty of overtime.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So how are you doing? How was Deadline and the streams this weekend?
Deadline was fantastic. Having Jose on was a great delight, and we hope to have him back again at some point in the future for more stuff, because it's always great to get Jose's point of view. It's nice to work with Jose. For my first time working with Jose, so it was great.
I've loved watching his work both here at our local establishment and on Jose on air. Great show as well too. Love to see more Jose around here.
Yeah, no, it was a delightful time. I really enjoyed it. Deadline was fantastic. The girls got such a bad luck spot with the steel cage match. Yeah, I just popped a bunch of those up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got you. I'll take care of the comments for you.
Okay, sounds good. I appreciate that.
No, the steel cage match for Roxanne versus Kiana, in my mind, really got robbed a little bit by their placement on the card, because they got placed in between the men's Iron Survivor and Baron Corbin versus Ilya Dragunov.
Oh.
Which was the main event. So they got the semi-main. So yay, they're treating the women with respect and giving them a high-profile spot. At the same time, they also put them in the middle of, in my mind, the best NXT match of the entire year and the main event. So it was a bit unfortunate for them in that respect. But they went out there, they did their best, they had a fantastic match. And it was no fault of their own that they didn't have. It's just, you know this. You do the commentary for Prairie Pro Wrestling all the time. It's so hard to have a great match after you've just had a great match. You know what I'm saying? When you have one of those fantastic matches, it's so hard to get that crowd to continue staying hyped for that next spot.
Yeah, we find that, in independent wrestling, you have to be very cautious of this, because while your crowd might come in really amped and high charged, the biggest issue is if you keep giving them more of the same match after match, the interest kind of wanes. And when you give them a bit of an intermission break, that's where the problems really lie, because some people then will go, well, I've got the little ones with me. It's time to head home. Who cares? We've seen all the action here tonight. That main event's no big deal. And that's what we don't want to achieve. So we try to break up the monotony. We don't ever follow a tag match with another tag match. We don't overdo the gimmick matchups ever, kind of thing. So we try to put a little bit of purpose behind it and give a little bit of variety to the styles that are in the ring as well too, in order to keep interest of the fans over the the course of about 2.5 hours is what we try to keep it to. So.
Yeah. Look, they went 3, and they went a good 3. Like, it was 3 in and out hours of professional wrestling last night. And you gotta remember, it was a 6-match card last night from the main show. 7 if you count Axiom versus Nathan Frazier at the end of the kickoff show. But that's a quality wrestling product right there. 3 hours, you get in, you get out, you have 6 matches, everybody gets their time. And remember, 2 of those matches took up almost a third of that show because you have the Iron Survivor, which are 2 25-minute matches. And both Iron Survivors killed it. Both Iron Survivors were fantastic matches. The girls showed up and showed out. Lash Legend, all the things I say about her, and they're all true, that I'm not a huge fan of Lash Legend, that I think she still needs work. You know what? That girl's been putting in the work. That woman is a force to be reckoned with. And if her talent level can get to where her charisma level is and her strength level is, the sky's the limit for her. Okay. Because last night, she did something that the only person I've ever seen do it is Roman Reigns.
Interesting.
She stacked them and pinned them. Like, you remember Roman Reigns, Daniel Bryan, Edge at WrestleMania, right?
Yeah.
She literally did the Roman Reigns to Edge and Daniel Bryan. And she got 2 points in the Iron Survivor as soon as she entered the match. She took 2 people, threw them on the ground, and pinned both of them at the same time and got 2 points.
That's incredible.
It was just unbelievable.
See, in my whole thought process, I know, I've joked with you when it comes to Lash Legend and stuff, but and I know you believe this as well too, is that anyone can change our mind. Like, I might not be a big fan of certain particular wrestlers, but if they change their style to something that suits more what I enjoy as a fan, and I see that and I see the hard work and dedication going in, then my mind can be changed on someone that I might not have initially been a fan of.
And my problem with Lash was never effort level. It was always talent level. And here's my thing. I'm willing to be wrong. I'm out here. I can be wrong. People can change. People can develop. The wonderful thing that people forget about NXT is it's this good, and it's a developmental property.
Yeah.
This is where they take new young talent and make them better. And you know what? We've been talking about it on Taking Over for weeks and weeks. That's what happens here. These women have been getting better. And we're starting to see what this young women's roster can do as they continue to improve in this business, with Tiffany Stratton becoming a star, with Kiana James and Fallon Henley taking that next step forward. We now have Lash Legend starting to take that next step forward, showing us something. Hell, she slammed Otis.
Wow.
She full body slammed Otis.
That's a lot of beef to be slamming.
She is the second wonderful woman to be able to pick up and hold Otis, because the other is obviously Bianca Belair.
Yeah.
Remember when they were doing something with Gable and they had her carrying Otis around the ring? Like, it was a full, like, Bobby, it was a perfect, like, picture perfect body slam. Like, nice. Turn, rotation, the 9. She did it all with 300, I think, pound Otis on just fantastic. And yeah, the only thing that dwarfed Lash Legend getting 2 points in 1 pin was the fact that Braun Breaker then in the men's match went ahead and did 3 pins in 60 seconds. He walked in, speared one guy, pinned him, speared another guy, pinned him, speared another guy, pinned him, and in 60 seconds he had 3 pinfalls. Thank you, Bobby. We all try to do the best we can to entertain, but it's not even like a job. It's just we come out here, we say our thing. Like, we talk about what goes on, and if we like it, we talk about how good it was. If we didn't like it, we talk about hopefully what they can do better. I don't like to come out here and shit on wrestling. I don't want to come out here and say people are bad, because they're way more talented than I'll ever be. But if they're going to be on my TV screen, I expect them to be some level of talent.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm glad to be wrong about Lash and that she's getting better. She's put in the work, obviously, and she's doing better.
Yeah.
So
and it's and knowing what I know from a standpoint of being involved where I am, or having been a part of some of the training camps and stuff like that, it's like I know what kind of work goes in, and the level of like thinking that is required to put a wrestling match together. It is very difficult. And, I've seen it where people can have, a bunch of great matches in a row, and then all of a sudden they get in there with somebody and something didn't click that night, or they were off by a step or something like that. Anybody can have a bad day, but it's how you recover, how you go about it, and, what you do next with your career that matters. You got to be able to ride those highs when you can and be able to come back from those lows. And as Ash would say, and we speak our mind respectfully, we sure do. That's what this channel is all about.
I mean, it's all about, being respectful of the talent in the ring. They're out there entertaining for us. They're out there putting their lives on the line for us. We have to be respectful. But at the same time, I can't just come out here and say something's good when it's bad. Like, I feel like I have the right as a fan to be like, this wasn't for me. I didn't enjoy this. Speaking of things I am going to enjoy, Gigi Ray in Japan. Yeah, it's going to be fantastic. I'm looking forward to see what skill set this wonderful young lady goes ahead and put. Reality of Wrestling Diamonds Champion, I believe they call it. The women's champion in Reality of Wrestling for Booker T. Mr. Five-time Booker T. But also, Bobby brings up another good talking point. I'm interested to see if Dragon Lee defends the North American Championship on SmackDown and NXT. I wholeheartedly expect him to do that because as Jose, and again, we had Jose all weekend. It was wonderful, delightful. As Jose said over the weekend, SmackDown has one full-time champion right now. One. And that's Io Sky.
That's true.
Because Roman Reigns is part-time, and your new U.S. champion is Logan Paul, who is a lot more there than he's not. Like, let's give this guy the benefit of the doubt. He's normally there more than he's not. But he's not full-time. He will be in the next 3 or 4 like once we get to Rumble season, I feel like he's going to be pretty full-time.
Yeah.
I think he'll be there more often than he's gone, building to WrestleMania. But they have one full-time champion. So now having somebody like a Dragon Lee on that show will help them to be able to do matches for NXT talent or matches for main roster talent. There's a lot of main roster talent on that SmackDown roster that could use a little bit of the rub of going ahead and going after that North American Championship, much like Dom was doing defending the title on Raw.
It's kind of interesting, too, because SmackDown has been doing phenomenal in the ratings, technically, and often without full-time champions represented on the show. And that just goes to show the popularity of a lot of the great talent that he is over on the SmackDown side of things, that you don't need those championships necessarily to draw the crowd all the time. Yes, it'd be nice. We should have a little bit more championship representation over on the SmackDown side, but I mean, really proves how much efforts are being put into SmackDown at the moment.
Yeah, no, they're definitely. And the funny thing is they're putting in so much work, and this is still considered the downtime because we haven't hit the Rumble push yet. Because we have that 8-week break between Survivor Series and Rumble, where we have just a little bit more time than we normally do in between shows. So it's nice to see that they're putting in the work to get some of these people over. But yeah, no, a lot of these people in the North American Championship, in the United States Championship picture, are going to fit right in with that North American title picture. People like Kevin Owens, Austin Theory, Grayson Waller. There's a lot of good talent there. Grayson Waller got me a follow last night on Twitter, which I think was funny.
Nice.
So Grayson Waller posted a video of him talking about Deadline on Twitter last night. And he happened to be wearing the sweatshirt of the wrestler's hotspot Chinese food restaurant in the area. So I went ahead and I tweeted it at the owner, at the restaurant's account, that he was wearing the sweatshirt while he was doing the Twitter video. and it got the owner of the restaurant to follow me on Twitter. So
Awesome.
shout out to Andy Wong. Love that guy. His food is fantastic. Like you guys have that spot where all the wrestlers go after the shows and stuff like that, right?
Yes and no. Sometimes it really depends on if they have to get traveling for another show or not, like that. But sometimes we can get them over to one of the sponsors. We do have many sponsors that do kind of like the bars and stuff like that. Yeah. Either that or we go over to where Papa Smoke's place of work is, which is right around the corner from our venue. And we go bug the colleagues of Mr. Papa Smokes there.
There we go.
He's an absolute legend around that place too.
I mean, Papa Smokes is a legend everywhere he goes.
You're not wrong.
I mean, he's a legend. He's a living legend in and of himself.
That's right. Yeah.
Bobby brings up another point. Where would you like to see Gigi Ray wrestle next? Bobby says either MLW, NXT, or TNA, which literally are the only three options. But if you had to narrow it down and pick one, I think we're both going to pick the one that we watch. So I think you're picking MLW and I'm picking NXT, right?
Of course. But could you arguably start to put a place like OVW into the mix with their sudden re-rise in popularity now that they've had the documentary on Netflix? There's rumbles of a season 2, or it was renewed for season 2, if I'm not mistaken, and it seems to be that they're suddenly doing better than ever.
Could you? Yeah, of course you could. My thing is OVW still feels like a true indie. It doesn't feel like a destination.
Yeah.
Like, no offense to TNA. TNA doesn't really feel like a destination, but they are. Like, they're on television. They have a weekly television deal nationwide.
Yeah.
So, your destinations are MLW, NXT, NXT/WWE, TNA, and AEW. Those are your 4 American destinations. Like, those are the 4 places in the States that you can go. Yeah. Because they all have TV deals. Because otherwise, she's just basically just like I said, OVW just feels like doing the indies.
Yeah.
Like, you could throw NWA in there, but I don't think I don't feel, based on my own personal opinions of the NWA, that are based solely on stupid things that the NWA says and does, that there's any reason why smart women would continue to work in the NWA. Like, to go there. Not people who are already signed to contract. Obviously, when you're signed, you're not going anywhere.
I was going to say poor Allison Kay, but
when you're signed, so we've all been part of a bad deal, Bobby, where we signed on for something that we know was a bad deal after we got there.
No idea what you're talking about, Ed.
Oh, Bobby, we're both old enough to know we signed a bad deal.
Yeah. But no, I agree with you in that opinion too. Like, it's nice to see certain people on the rise, but again, until you see something more of it, then you can't really. It's hard to call it a destination per se. I think one other thing that helped TNA was just this last not that long ago. Both Gail Kim and Giselle Shaw were contestants on The Amazing Race Canada. So that got a little bit of TNA's name out there during the filming and the viewing of that particular season.
So here's my thing on TNA, and I love TNA. I've loved TNA for a long time. It's the little engine that could, by the way. TNA is literally the story of the little engine that could. This is the wrestling company that just won't die. And it's tried to die multiple times, and it's always been saved, whether it be by Billy Pumpkins financing an entire pay-per-view on his own, whether it be Anthem Sports coming in there and saving them from the doldrums of pop TV here in the United States when I felt like they were going to go out the last time they did it. It's just fantastic. But they need more top-tier male world heavyweight championship talents in their midst. And they just signed Trent Seven. Ashford showed me the thing yesterday. They signed Trent Seven. And I went, oh, cool. But, like, their top-tier men's talents are Josh Alexander and then kind of nothing.
That's fair.
Like, when you talk about even MLW, you have Alex Kane, but you have, people like Jacob Fatu.
Yep.
You had Alexander Hammerstone. I don't know if you do or don't now because of the whole WTF thing. And
well, WTF is a stable with it's like
but I don't know if
NWO.
Hammerstone's done. Like, is he done now?
Now, see, so Hammerstone did announce that his official contract ends as of January 1st and is a free agent. Now, it's hard to believe him after what we witnessed recently from the big swerve, but I do believe he's probably legitimate on this, that his actual contract is probably up as of January 1st, that we could see Alexander Hammerstone considering his options. Where he goes, it's beyond me.
Did you like the big swerve by the guy who just big swerved people too? I don't know if you saw this, but Hammerstone getting turned on by Holliday, and now Holliday part of WTF and MLW.
Yeah, because I mean, didn't they encountered each other? I think it was in
I think it was
GCW. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was GCW, and then all of a sudden Holliday with that surprise appearance there at the last MLW show to set up him and Alex Kane for the belt coming up here on January the 6th. I loved Holliday coming back for sure, and it's very interesting now that he's in that mix there with Hammerstone. Seems like those two can't get away from each other, no matter what they do.
Dynasty is forever, man.
That's right. Could end up seeing them both over in the AEW side, or maybe they're just waiting for MJF to sign with WWE, and maybe they'll head on over there instead.
Oh.
If and when that happens, do we actually believe that MJF is going to bail on?
I don't think MJF. I'll be honest with you. I still don't think MJF's a free agent. Okay. I don't think his contract ends in 2024. I think it's much to do about nothing. I think it's MJF being MJF and just saying that his contract is up and it's not up.
That's very possible.
I can't see how they would have put the title on him for this long and all of this if this man isn't under contract. Like, we learned in the wrestling business that you don't put your world championship on a guy who might leave, because we saw what happened with CM Punk. CM Punk actually walked for 2 weeks. And when we learned Bret Hart. But I don't want, to be perfectly honest with you, I also don't want MJF in WWE. Because I think MJF is doing such fantastic work that I want to see him doing more MJF. Being MJF somewhere else. And I think AEW is a great place for him. Of all the people who should leave AEW, he's the one I don't think should. I think he's in a golden spot right there, and I think he should stay.
That's very true. WWE is very saturated at the moment, too, with people on the rise, and it might not be the right time for MJF to walk over there just yet.
Yeah, there's not a lot of room. Like, I didn't think there was a lot of room for CM Punk. Like, people are like, oh, WWE's going to get this guy, and they're going to get this guy. And I'm like, well, yeah, they're going to get those people if Sheamus leaves, if Shinsuke leaves. These are rumored free agents, in the next few weeks and months. And I'm like, well, if those guys leave, then yeah, maybe there's room for more talent to come in. But WWE is kind of lock jammed everywhere right now. And the more they try to get people in, the harder it's going to be. Let's get to a couple more comments in the chat here. We got Bobby Machito saying, since Dominic Mysterio lost the title, do Finn Balor and Damian Priest lose them too? At some point. I don't think the whole Judgment Day has all the belts thing is as important as it was before. And especially after there was a digital exclusive last night with Dominic Mysterio where he cut a 30-second promo asking where everybody from Judgment Day was last night. Because there was hide nor hair of Judgment Day last night. And he was not very happy that he lost his title with nobody around to help him.
Poor dog.
Bobby's excited for Christmas and to celebrate Christmas with their family. And we here at our local establishment would like to pass along the holiday wishes for everyone. Hanukkah, I believe, starts either today or tomorrow. So if you celebrate Hanukkah, happy Hanukkah. If you celebrate Christmas, happy Christmas. If you don't celebrate either one, have a nice winter. Enjoy the winter time. Like
now, Ed, I know living where you are, do you get much for snow this time of year? Do you get a white Christmas?
We can. We don't have anything currently. I'm trying to look outside my window. Yeah, we don't have anything currently, but
that's fair. We don't either, actually, right now. Surprisingly, it's been unseasonably warm at the moment. So waiting for the snow to fly. We will get punished for this. I can guarantee that.
Yeah, we had a couple of years ago. We had an American footballer by the name of Gronk. You remember the Gronk?
Gronkowski?
Yes, Robert Gronkowski. There was one year in January, right around my birthday, we got hit by 3 storms at once, and the weathermen were measuring how much snow was outside in Gronks.
In Gronks.
Yeah, we got hit with 3 storms that dumped a foot each, and they were like, "We're getting 2 Gronks worth of snow." Because at 6'4", it was about 12 and a half feet. So, yeah. We do also have Barry Monkey, your favorite commenter and mine, coming in saying, the cruiserweight type of men in Impact are good as anywhere. The heavyweight division is shit. I agree.
It's a fair assessment.
I'm not saying that the talent there isn't there. I'm just saying that they don't have enough big name talent to sell shows. Like, I think Alex Shelley is a fantastic talent, but I don't see him as a credible world champion. And I think I'm being proven right by the fact that they had Final Resolution last night, and Alex Shelley was in a tag team match again.
See, I never minded Alex Shelley personally.
I think Alex Shelley is great, but he does a certain thing, and he's that role, and Bobby's going to shoot this guy in the ass.
My whole thing with wrestling is it's not always about having to have person in the title picture. Like, you can have great wrestlers without them having to be champions.
I agree. The championship isn't everything, because we were talking about it with the end of the main event last night, and we put up the video of so Ilya Dragunov wins and retains his championship, and he's celebrating in the ring, and all of a sudden Trick Williams' music hits. And Trick starts coming out, and the whole crowd turns on Ilya all of a sudden because they all cheer for Trick, because everybody loves Trick and whoop that Trick. And by the way, WWE, I'm going to say it again on every broadcast I'm on from here to the end of time. We need the whoop that Trick remix of Trick Williams' theme song, because the theme song without the whoop that Trick chant from the crowd blows. So you need to give us a remix with a fictional crowd behind you chanting "Whoop that Trick," because otherwise the song's no good. But Trick starts coming out, and he's looking at Ilya, and he's pointing his finger, and he's laying claim, because in 4 weeks at New Year's Evil, he's going to take on Ilya for the World Championship. And in the back of picture, out walks Carmelo Hayes, and he just sort of stands there in the background. And I'm like, ooh, interesting.
So, triple threat?
No, I think it's leading to Trick versus Mello in Mello's last NXT match at Stand and Deliver. And so the question I posed to Jose, myself, and Astrid last night was, does that match need the championship? Because that story is bigger than the title, and it doesn't really need a championship. But is that story better in the main event with the championship on the line as well? Which is kind of where I was going with it. Is you have this great story of Trick got attacked. We kind of all think now that it has to be Carmelo, because Lexus King has told us it wasn't him. He was just using Carmelo to go ahead and get a premium live event match. Which, by the way, good for him. He's being this shit heel, and it's fantastic, and I adore it. But yeah, it begs the question of, is Trick versus Mello good enough to be a non-title match at a stand and deliver show on WrestleMania weekend.
I mean, from everything I've seen and heard, why not? Like, does it, especially like, I mean, if they let them go out there and just have at it, have a banger of a matchup, I think anybody essentially could just forget that there's a championship ever involved, or that there could be a championship involved, by watching two great combatants go out there and put on, one of the most talked about matches of the weekend.
Yeah, no, like I said, and it was split. The three of us didn't really have a consensus answer. I think it should be a title match, solely for the fact that I think it adds that extra level of intrigue, and it gives you that main event spotlight. Because the main event spotlight is key. And having that as the final moments of having Trick Williams standing over, or, beating Carmelo Hayes and having that show of respect moment at the end, I think can add something to it. But it's so much of a personal preference at that point. It could be the opening match. It could be the, semi-main. There's so many things you can do with it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to NXT this Tuesday as well, as we get the start of the breakout tournament, where we get my favorite breakout tournament competitors. Two of them, in fact. I have two favorites in this one. Luca Carusifino, who is a lawyer. He gives me big Clarence Mason vibes, although he's a white guy. You know the lawyer from AEW that represented Jade Cargill? What's his name? Mark Sterling, I think it was. Is that the name?
Okay, I've heard the name.
Okay. He gives me that kind of vibes. Like, you remember Clarence Mason from back in the... I know you're not a huge WWE old school fan, but you remember the Clarence Mason character. He's that sleazy lawyer guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he reminds me of this ambulance chaser lawyer, and I love it to death. I'm a sucker for shitty lawyer gimmick in WWE, so I'm all in for that. And then we got Obafemi coming back. Obafemi is this just big brick of a man who, in his initial video package, when they were showing him off when he debuted, he was taking couches and throwing them. And for any of us who have ever moved before, you know how many people it takes to lift and move a couch.
It's brutal.
And this man was not only lifting it by himself, but throwing it as well.
Have you ever had to move a hide-a-bed before?
Yeah, they're impossible.
Oh, they're so brutal. They're so heavy. Especially when you're like up four flights at an apartment or something like that.
I'm going to my first indie show post-pandemic in January, so I'm excited about that.
Sweet. Which one?
Chaotic Wrestling's Pandemonium 24.
Beauty.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to see who's going to be on the card. I haven't been to Chaotic show since this guy named Christian Casanova was their world champion.
Okay.
I don't know if you've ever heard of him.
No, it doesn't ring a bell exactly.
No, Carmelo Hayes. That's his indie name.
Oh, sorry. I love when you find out what people's actual indie names used to be.
Yeah, no. Donovan Dijak was there. Chaotic is like a filter system to Evolve. That was a filter system of WWE.
Yeah.
So it's a place where a lot of local talent that have worked in the New England area end up going to WWE via. Former graduates of the Chaotic stuff is people like Tommaso Ciampa, Ivar. Fantastic professional wrestlers have come through. Obviously, like I said, Carmelo Hayes is Christian Casanova. All kinds of good stuff. But yeah, I'm looking forward. I was looking at the active roster, and they have Becca listed as a member of the active roster for Chaotic. I'm hoping to get my first glimpse of Becca in January.
Becca's great. Even when she isn't wrestling, Becca's great.
Speaking of great wrestling, how was MLW One Shot this week?
Phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. The nice thing about the entire card was just that, every match, like it was a 2-hour card total. Every match was solid, as I'm getting my ass handed to me here. Yeah, there was nothing that we disliked. In fact, when you can say that the Jimmy Lloyd and Ricky Shane Page match was like the least good match, and it was still good, you know you've got an okay problem. The reveal of Richard Holliday at the end was awesome. Apparently, they kept him in the production truck. Oh, I'm in a lot of trouble here now.
All right, well, you get out of trouble. How was the Demi Exo versus, I believe that was the Maki Ito match, correct?
No, Maki Ito was against Janai Kai, and that matchup that you're thinking about was against Mayu Yamashita. So it was the first look at Mayu Yamashita in MLW, or just at all, period. I didn't know anything about Mayu before, and that was for the Princess of Princess Championship. And what a match. It was probably Delmi's best matchup to date, in my opinion, for MLW. Really enjoyed watching every bit of it. I thought excellent. And I want to see more Mayu Yamashita after watching this. And it was really cool having Melball here along with, too, because being able to deliver a little bit of that Japanese references, because Melball Andre, obviously well-versed in the world of Japanese professional wrestling. So, yeah, it was a great experience and loved every minute of that one.
Yeah, no, it seemed like it was going to be an interesting card. It's just that Thursday nights are tough, you know?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But the next one going to be Kings of Colosseum coming up in January, January the 6th. They also announced some, Christmas Eve special. I don't really know much about it. It's just some pre-taped stuff that they've done that's going to be put out on Christmas Eve. So we'll have to see what that brings.
Punch it, Bobby. Punch it.
I should punch it. Take that. I hope this is the only one, because I'm in a lot of trouble right now. I think the other ones ran away.
Is it metallic?
There we go. No, I think it's just the scales of this one. The certain way it's designed.
Oh, it almost. Oh no, that's not. I was going to say that. I thought it was a.
Oh no,
another one.
Yeah, and this one's stronger than the previous one. That's the worst part. I am totally not going to make it through this.
Fly away.
Well, if that were an option. If that were an option. I'm in pain. I'm hurting. Oh no, this is not. This is working out well. I've got nothing to back me up here. Hold on. Let's see. I'm going to take a trauma pack and a med pack. Do I have anything that's going to make me stronger? I should probably take some of these things, because I'm very, very much hurting on many levels. Hurt.
You get some great encouragement from Bobby Petito here, laughing at you.
Well, you always know it's a good show when Bobby starts laughing. That's the best part.
You know, it's a great show when we're 2 hours and 20 minutes in and we've got 6 viewers still hanging out with us. We greatly watching on either our local establishment and or the Bobby Munson. Just the our local establishment YouTube. Go ahead and make sure you hit like. Go ahead and hit subscribe if you can, to go ahead and give you the notifications every time we go live with one of our fantastic shows. Whether it be Ring Respect Radio on a Thursday night, whether it be Taking Over on a Tuesday night, whether it be Point of View every Sunday morning with Bobby, whether it be when we start getting it back up and running. I believe we're going to be having more Paramindful episodes coming up in the near future.
Yeah, I have heard rumblings of the return of Paramindful. Very happy to see something of that form. And of course, in just other fun little videos here on the channel, like I was telling people earlier.
Your Advent calendar, your Advent calendar videos. I've been watching a couple of those.
Yeah, we've got a new one posted here this morning as well, too. And,
there's another one. There's two. Run, Bobby, run.
I don't know how I'm going to get out of this. I can't even fast travel, which is the biggest problem.
Run, Bobby, run.
The problem is that if you see at the bottom of the screen there, that red line that's there, that's because my suit can't handle the amount of running I've already done.
I think you ran away.
I'm hoping they ran away.
Now, let's just hope you ran in the right direction in your spaceship.
Well, it's definitely something I need to find here soon, because I don't think that this planet's doing me any favors at the moment.
Doesn't look like it.
I have lost a lot of the med packs and everything that I found this morning here. Well, we are out of danger. I'll say that much. We are out of danger. And because I'm in a spot where I feel safe enough to do this, we'll hit save. And I'm actually going to call it end to the gaming portion anyway. So we're gonna go ahead and turn the console off there and wind that up. I think that's enough Starfield, at least anyway, for the day. It's been a long show already, mind you. And
a wonderful 2.5 hour show.
Yeah, I do love doing this every Sunday. And again, yeah, like I've said before, this is open format. So again, yourself, Ed, or anybody else who wants to be able to join, where to reach out to us. It's been down on that ticker below here the entire time at OLE Podcast. That's where you can find all of us and all the great content from our local establishment. Speaking of which, I know I played it a little bit earlier, but I want to play it one more time. Here is this week's weekly calendar for you guys, so you can see what we got coming up here at our local establishment.
You've got me hypnotized. Push me out of myself. You've got me hypnotized. Whoa. I can see, I can hear, going crazy by the light. It's got me hypnotized. You've got me hypnotized. Get you out of my hand again.
That's what we got coming up this week. Again, another edition, another chapter of Killer Cuts coming at you with a little bit of a holiday-themed horror film called It's a Wonderful Knife. Thank you, Bobby. It's been a pleasure having you here as always. We got, just a plethora of great content coming up here this holiday season. And even, Christmas Eve, I'm going to be here with Point of View because that's what I do. And we'll see about that MLW show that night. We'll see about doing something there as well, too. But yeah, just lots of fun happening here on the channel. Ed, any other topics you want to talk about or anything you want to plug? What you got coming up?
I'll go ahead and take a chance to plug some stuff. We got Marvel Talk coming back in the near future with all the rumblings and the shakings and everything going on. We put it off a little bit, but me and Andre are going to be doing our MCU review because we don't got a lot of content coming out for the MCU with the exception of Echo coming out in January. So what we're going to do is we're going to take some time. We're going to look back at what made the MCU such a great thing. And we're going to go all the way back to the beginning. We're going back to Iron Man 1. So Andre's watched it a couple times. I got to go ahead and get a few viewings in of it. And we're going to start talking about what predated the MCU and how Iron Man changed the game when it came to superhero movies. And the story about the creation of that movie. Because I've watched a video that talks about how the MCU got started, and I'm going to tell you, Merrill Lynch, thank you very much for the loan to go ahead and get the MCU started. Because if it wasn't for them, the MCU would not exist in the way it is. And like I said, I'll explain all that when we do that video. But no, we're going to be doing the entire MCU in review in I think mostly pre-recorded videos, but we might have some live ones as well, where we go ahead and have some fun. We're going to bring on friends along like we do with all of our Marvel Talk stuff, so that if anybody wants to particularly talk about a particular movie, let us know. We might be able to get you in there for something like that. But no, we're going to do the MCU review because, like I said, Marvel's not got a ton of content coming out. The next thing we got is Echo. It's being released all in one day, so it's going to make for interesting reviews. I'm going to be personally reviewing either on my Twitch or on as shorts, like short videos on the YouTube side. I'm going to be reviewing. I don't know if Andre's going to join me or not. They are doing, starting Christmas Day, I believe it's 12 episodes. It's either 8 or 12 episodes of What If Season 2.
Nice.
Is being dropped one a day. So I think I might just do day-on-day reviews of each episode of What If as they come out, but I haven't talked to Andre about that one. But I know I'm going to do it one way or the other, so we'll be seeing that coming out. And of course, always NXT television every Tuesday night. You can catch me and Ashton here reviewing it. And apparently, I think I'm doing Final Battle review this weekend.
Nice. Yeah, got it. It's
to get myself back in the ROH bandwagon because I've loved ROH for a long time, but AEW ROH isn't for me. So, but I couldn't miss Billy Starks finally stepping up to Athena. So, like everybody else, it's a one match card, and I'm excited for that one match. And I could honestly care less about anything else that's on the card.
Yeah, maybe something.
Nobody cares about anything other than that one match on that card.
But, some things are built off the back of one match card. You never know what kind of surprises might have that'll work out to be really good there. So, definitely looking forward to it. I'll see if I'm available as well too. May join in and check that out. So we'll talk during the week here and find out. But of course, there is my ticker down below for anybody that wants to check out anything that I've got going on. Of course, Thursday nights with Pop Spokes. As I said earlier, we got Pub Trivia Night returning this Thursday night with a few little rule changes because I've heard some rumors of some rule breaking, so I definitely don't want that rule breaking to happen. We're going to adjust it a little bit to make it a little bit more fair across the board. If you're on the Twitch side of things, our local establishment now rating out to our good friend, a 40-year-old bot who helped us get to the status we were with the follows and the networking. Going to send that rate over right now. And on the YouTube side of things, you are still with us. We appreciate you being here. And I will see you this Thursday night on Ring Respect Radio and next Sunday again for another edition of Point of View. I want to thank Ed Fries for joining me here today, and we will see you guys in a week's time. Take care, everybody.